about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Miami Dolphins. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Dolphins ready to take over on offense. Two and a throw right away. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. So the completion good for 7 there, and it's second down. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll run for it with Achane. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. It was just 3rd down and short, but he bit off a little extra.
I would say way more than he could chew, but he chewed up all that yardage in a big way. And that, to me, that was a combination of offensive line, stacked defense, and they handled it. Okay, they got the leverage, they got the blocking angles, and opened up a nice crease. And once you get past that first wave, there's room to roam.
Yeah, that's just the 3rd play from scrimmage. They wanted to avoid that 3-and-out. They did. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios. And that'll get him the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Motion man is Berrios. Now they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. Give all that credit defensively to Khalil Mack. A great stop in the backfield. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and it's 3rd and 4 now. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 31 yards. And the Dolphins get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. They said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This fielded right at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So out come the Chargers. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They started on the ground with Eckler. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
2nd and a couple. Herbert now. A quick throw there is incomplete. Charles already trailing that touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
On 3rd and short, going with their tight end. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. It's taken in by Quentin Johnston. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 44-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice.
There he goes, left side. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. 51 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So close, couldn't get all the way in, knocking on the doorstep down to the 1. Nevertheless, fantastic run.
Not only that, this is where you wave to your replacement, go back to the bench. No way, I'm not coming out of this game. I got it down.
And he fights his way in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler punching it in from a yard away. And the Chargers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
And there's an offense that didn't panic after getting down early, and with good reason. No better way to silence a home crowd than with a nice, long, sustained drive. And they were able to put one together here and finish with the touchdown run.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So Miami coming out for their second drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But Let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The short throw there, that's to Smythe, the tight end. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, that was an okay hookup there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Motion man is Berrios. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
On is Jake Bailey to send this one away. Deep to return is Darius Davis. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Jerome Baker crashing downhill and getting the stop.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. On the screen, this is Eckler. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Partner, I like the play call coming right after a tackle for a loss because this is an obvious passing situation, but instead they fooled him a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost and then a little bit more.
3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Herbert. Flush to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. 18 big yards on that one and a Charger first.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. Got an open man, it's Josh Palmer. His first catch, good for 8 and a 1st down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. That's again complete to Palmer. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
These two teams all tied after 1. Charger football to start quarter number 2. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Eckler again. And he's not going too far. In fact, stopped dead in his tracks at the 3. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Eckler will score. Touchdown, Chargers. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Extra point try now from Dicker. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. And out come the Dolphins now. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And that's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. A run with Mostert up the middle. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Tua sets up to pass it. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for 28 yards.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
On first down, Tagovailoa throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A run straight ahead with Achane. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Dancing to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. A short throw there. That's to Smythe, the tight end. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive. Now Tua. That is caught. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 13-yard line. The 3rd down conversion successful. A gain of 11.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown! From 8 yards out. And the Dolphins are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. LA readies for its next possession. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Eckler going to get it again on second down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The 71 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Third down and 1. Here's Herbert. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Finally, his defense makes a stand. They'd given up touchdowns in their first 2 drives, but here they said, we got to put a stop to that. Good coverage there to force a punting situation and a 4th down.
A 4th down, so the Chargers trot out J.K. Scott. Braxton Berrios deep for Miami. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Here's Tua. That one complete to Berrios. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a first down.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
I think they tried to fool him on that one. You know, being able to throw the ball to the fullback position. No one was fooled on that play.
No, lost yardage. You think they should yank that one from the playbook, at least for the time being?
I think what you do is you take it out and you evaluate it next week in practice.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. And again, it's Tagovailoa. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Two and now on first down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. That is caught at the 7. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Looking to pass. Tua. A throw left sideline falls incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Tua setting up shop to throw again. This is caught. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
We are going to do this. We got this. All what you work with. Teamwork, baby. That's right. Teamwork makes the dream work. You got to do it. You got to do it.
They were stopped last time from the 1. Now here's another try on 3rd and goal. Tua going to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Durham Smythe in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 21-14. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Chargers going to take over here one more time before the half. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Returnable here for Davis. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Chargers getting ready to go here to start this third quarter. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. After it's been thrown down, they want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Buried behind the line by Christian Wilkins.
Well, they got the lead, but it's certainly not a big one. And how do you keep control of that lead? Certainly not by that last play there. They gave up a big sack on the first play of this drive. Now it's double the distance to the first down marker.
Eckler now between the tackles. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 80 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
After another impressive run, the question has to be asked, how do you slow these guys down running the football? I think they're going to try and get more people to the point of attack, try and get more people to the line of scrimmage, almost use a variety of run blitzes in order to try and get it done.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. And that will be incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Here's J.K. Scott now, standing just outside his own goal line. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be Dolphin football. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Over the middle, he gets it to Berrios. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
On second down, Mostert. And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43. So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. He'll drop to throw. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Play action. Now it's Tua. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And looking up into the sun, he's able to make the fair catch inside the 20-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. He'll hand off here to Eckler. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
Here's Herbert. Slant route going to be caught by Palmer. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. And the quick slant gets exactly 10, and by the nose of the football, they've got a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now it's Herbert. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. That's going to be caught. It's Palmer. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Here's a quick throw caught by Allen. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
From the 31, here's a 2nd and 8. On the option, here's Eckler. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 90 yards on the ground for Eckler here, and that's a first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Justin Herbert looking to pass. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Back to throw here, Herbert. Quick slant complete to Keenan Allen. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. Dolphins offense returning to the field. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And off to Achane to begin the drive. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he's got his big tight end here. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to kick it away. Returnable here for Davis. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gassed,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense. That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Now a 3rd and 6. Here's Herbert. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Palmer going to go in motion left. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. On this one, it may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Bradley Chubb came in and got him.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Herbert now. Finds his target, Allen. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 19. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. Herbert operating from the red zone. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, Boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. Here's 2nd and 7. Up the middle with Eckler. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads. Bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
2nd and goal from the 1. It's Eckler again. And he's going to be shoved back short of the goal line. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Austin Eckler taking it in from a yard out. And the Chargers have taken a 4th quarter lead. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. Braxton Berrios now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Miami's offense set and ready to go. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the 2nd half. They'll need to change that here. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the 2nd half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Up the middle they go with Mostert. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. Ooh, the juke. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Tua. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack is a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Back to the running game with Mostert. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
2 and now on first down. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Just because you've got the lead in the fourth, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Now a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. He short arms that one just a bit. It's low and incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
3rd down, trying to get a little bit closer. From here, the field goal would be 55 yards. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Herbert. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And Allen's going to have a Chargers first down as he'll get this down to the 36. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. And they get 10 yards there and convert on third.
Now that's a killer because you think you've got it absolutely covered, and then he hot foots it out of there and picks up a first down. Drives you crazy as a defense.
Looked like, you're exactly right. Looked like a for sure stop on third, and then the tables turned. On 1st and 10, Herbert. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
A little short pass. This is Everett. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to swell the lead to 6. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
Well, and a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. So Tua and the Dolphins down 27-21. 1:54 on the clock. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Now Tua. Got a man. It's Berrios complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Here comes 2nd down at 5. Tua. And that's complete to Croft. Obviously a big 1st down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it, but they've got to continue to move quickly.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Throwing Tua. Over the middle, it's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. Here's 1st down. Here's Tua. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. This is 1st and 10. Here's Tua. That'll be caught by Hill. And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the fourth quarter. The dramatic score to tie it, and now they just need the PAT to get the lead late fourth quarter.
So much for the touchdown maker. It's all about the extra point attempter. And I can't wait to see how this one turns out.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Now the tides have turned. Now all eyes shift to the Chargers. Trailing by a point. A little under 30 seconds remaining. A field goal would be a game winner as they come up on first down. Now Herbert. That's caught by Palmer. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 8. And defensively, they'll say, you can have that. Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. They come up now on 2nd and 2. Herbert to throw. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. Herbert. He's got Eckler. And he'll manage maybe 10 yards, but they'll surrender that defensively, no problem. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Now 2nd down and a few inches. One last throw here for Herbert. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. One final shot now. I'm not even sure he can get it to the end zone, though, from this distance.
That's going to take as much arm as he has, and you actually have to plan for the contingency. Maybe you're playing a tip, try and get someone down who can tip it up and keep it for your own team and try and get to the end zone that way.
And Herbert going to slide to a stop, and he has a 1st down. That was a long shot, but they did get one final chance to try to score and overcome this small deficit. No touchdown, though, Charles, and that brings this one to a close.
Yeah, I think hope was wearing one jersey and worry was wearing another on the other sideline as that final snap played out. Now, we've seen some incredible plays to win games before, but in this case, I think the distance was just a little bit too great for it to happen here.
That'll